Share. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. I'm just quickly just sharing the link. Okay, all shared out. Excuse the background chaos. I am in the process of sorting through it, but it's going to take a while. I have to do bits at a time. I can't do it in one go, so I'm doing little sections of the house at a time. So eventually I'll tackle this area and I'll do it. Yeah. It's great to have the window here. I've never thought about doing it facing the window before. It's so much easier. Oh dear. So hello and welcome to the stream. Yeah, I can't say my usual spiel of I do this every Thursday. I don't. It depends. But yeah, kind of. I don't know. Yeah, I seem to do it on Thursdays. Either at 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. Yeah. So, but I try to put a post on Facebook, just to say I'm doing it. So yeah. So welcome to the stream. So I shall speak about non-duality, and then you're welcome to ask questions about it. Yeah. So this is a really cool conversation to be having, to speak about non-duality, to speak about something that is 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me okay? I'm gonna assume so. To speak about something that is so miraculous and amazing and important and fundamental. So yeah, it feels pretty cool. Like this is being spoken about. So what is it? What is being spoken about? So to put it simply, what is being spoken about? Yes, thank you. Thank you. You can hear me. What is being spoken about is something that humans generally aren't aware of. So as the human develops, as the brain grows, the body grows, the conditioning from society, from family, parents, from experience, as that begins to grow and begins to flavor the human, there seems to be a seeming covering up of what we are, like losing yourself in what we dream to be. What I mean is, what we are isn't something that is in that conditioning, is in that DNA, is in that experience of being human. What we are is something that isn't form, isn't moving, isn't changing, isn't growing. But there seems to be this identification that happens with the changing, with the form, with the growth, with the movement, and a total submersion in that, or that seems to cover everything. So there's only knowing of yourself as a person, as a character, as a human, as an experience. And that seems to be normal in society, to live as if you are this person, this character, to live as if you are limited to this functioning this functioning form, this functioning play of a person. So that seems to be normal. That seems to be acceptable, to be that, to be a person. And I'm not trying to get rid of that or deny or ignore that aspect. So there does seem to be a person, there does seem to be a character, there does seem to be a functioning ability to experience and to I can't say that word now. Relate to humans on that level of being a human, basically. But that's not what is exactly being pointed to here. What's being pointed to is that isn't who you are, that isn't That isn't the reality of things. Like it's only an appearance. It's only a part, let's say, a slither of experience. It's not who we are. It's not true that we are a person, that there's a person experiencing. It's not true that we are a character, that we are a form. And it's really simply that. It's a revealing of who we are beyond that, a revealing of something primary to that, something that isn't a thing, but it's inherent in all things. And to be identified as only a person, as only a character, as only a human is suffering. To not know who you are, let's say, is suffering. To not know who you are is seeking. Because we seek for that which we are, but the seeking can only it can only look for form and things and objects and experience. And what is being looked for isn't any of that. It's right here, but not as a thing, not as a form or an object that can be looked upon and held and owned and found. It simply is inherently. And this really is the end of seeking, is the end of suffering. It's the end of suffering. Not the end of pain, but the end of suffering. The end of longing to find home, longing to find peace, longing to find love. It's the end of that. So it's it's not a finding for the person or for the human. It's not a finding of something. It's a dropping of something. It's a losing something. It's a dissolving or collapsing of something, of that which felt it was separate and therefore lacking. So yeah, this is a conversation about that. It's a pointing out of that. That which is longed for is right here. That which is looked for is right here. Pointing out the endless seeking and looking of the mind. And how that endless seeking and looking of the mind is futile, meaning that it's not going to end successfully. But not in a pessimistic or nihilistic way, more in a way of, because it's here. What is looked for is here. It's already here. It's here. It's not a negative message. I don't feel it's a hopeless message. It's hopeless regarding the mind and the seeking, but it's not hopeless as in it's not possible. It's here. This is it. What you long for is here. Or what is longed for is here. There's nothing else but it. So it's not hopeless or hopeful. It's here. So this is it. And that can sound probably very confusing or very unsatisfying. I imagine it can sound very unsatisfying to hear that. Yeah. To that seeking energy. That wants something, is looking for something, heading towards somewhere. It can also be relaxing as well to hear that. Like a relaxing of that seeking. It can feel a bit like you're driving along the motorway or something, or a road, and then someone's put a brick wall and you have to stop. Like it's stop, it's here. As you've planned a whole journey, you have a map and a route and a list of what you're going to do and all these things, and it's a brick wall, a stop, it's here. An abrupt stop. Get your car is packed full of food and clothes for this journey, and nope, it's here. A whole build up of energy and build up of expectation and plans and stuff, and then all the momentum is to move forward, to reach somewhere, someplace, to have some experience, to have some arrival point. Because in saying the brick wall, saying it's here, you look around you and you don't see what you imagined. You might have imagined some beautiful scenery or something, and the brick wall's right here on the everyday street where there's just like cars going by and there's dogs and dog poo and there's people and there's houses, and it wasn't as magical as what you may have projected or imagined or thought. You're still wearing your overalls or something. You haven't done your hair or your makeup, or it's a hole in your bag or in your shoe. The car's a mess, but it's here, here, here. You aren't yet perfect. You haven't, I don't know, done enough positive actions, given enough to charity. You're a bit rude still. You're a bit. You haven't perfected your character, your personality. You had a fight with your mum. Your finances aren't yet good enough. Problems with your children or with your home, with your partner, with your job. And the wall is still saying, here, here, this is it, this is it. So yeah, it can be hard to hear that. But then at some point there begins to be this magicalness is revealed. This magic is revealed, like in this messy car parked at this brick wall. There's beauty in the car. There's beauty in the trees, in the traffic. There's beauty in the kids screaming in the back. There's beauty in the memories. There's beauty just in this moment, just in what's happening. Like a little crack. Crack appears. And this magic shines through. That this is it. There's nothing wrong with what is happening. And so just to milk this analogy a bit more, and just to maybe add some confusion to the mind. So the car can then keep moving. So, and I put the wall there, but okay, so now the car is moving. Maybe there's a wanting to tidy the car or turn the corner onto a different street or something, or go round the roundabout, take a different exit. But the car's still moving. But something has changed. Something is different to before. That brick wall has been revealed. So although the car is moving, although the scenery is moving and changing, there's something that isn't. And so while the car is moving and things are changing, there's been a profound seeing or revealing of something that it is primary to the scenery, primary to the movement. Whereas before it seemed as if the scenery was more important or filling the whole screen. Whereas that's not true. That's not true. It's like at this vision then of you know, on a movie set where they have the car on this pretend road and it isn't really moving, but the car's there and the scenery is moving along the screen at the side of the car, giving the impression of the car moving. It's kind of like that. It's not really moving. It just seems to be. And this is simply what is being spoken about in a roundabout, complicated way. That you aren't that movement. That isn't who you are. You aren't that person on a journey. That person with characteristics and qualities and memories and problems, and that's not who you are. That is so beautiful. So amazing and so beautiful. The revealing of that. The revealing of what you truly are. I mean, how amazing is that? On the one hand, it's so amazing. It's so amazing on one hand, and on the other hand, it's like it's that the most naturalist thing, the most natural. So on the one hand, it's like blowing trumpets and oh my god, this is. But then also it's like so natural and so like I don't know, like it's so unavoidable or so natural. It's not something special. On the other hand. Okay, so let's see if I think somebody Skyped. Let's have a look. Adrian. Hi, Kelly. So glad to see you again. I hear more and more about the possibility of a mass awakening, that we as a collective planetary consciousness are going to move towards unity consciousness. Some people call it the 5D Earth shift. What do you think about that? No idea what 5D Earth shift is. I've never heard of it. Yeah, it feels beautiful. It feels beautiful. Yeah, collective planetary consciousness, or waking up on a planetary level. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Like it sparks off and then it's like, yeah, spreads out. That's so beautiful. Yeah. I'm up for that. I'm up for that. Yeah, it sounds beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds lovely. As there's so much chaos and disorder and things breaking down, and it's like a shift. A shift can happen, like a yeah, that's beautiful. Like something new can come out of that. Yeah, it's really beautiful. I think it happens cyclic cyclically well, cyclically cyclically, like in a cycle. That's a hard word to say. Cyclically. No, I can't do that. In a cycle. Like we've heard of Atlantis in the past, and yeah, it seems to, and the falling from Atlantis, and then yeah, I think it's beautiful if that happens. Really beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but it's not something to be looking out for, like yeah, like not to be looking out for that. What does that mean? Like it's we often try and look out to like project it in the future, in time. So like we're waiting for this thing to happen in the future, and it really is right here. Like this is where it happens. This is where it's already happened in a way. It's here. It's already whole. It's already complete. It's here. We look out trying to fix things externally, and it's internally. It's here. It's here. So like there's always these movements that form, trying to create world peace or trying to do this or trying to do that. It's different movements, but I don't feel like. I mean, I think they're good. They're not, they're good. They've got a place, but I feel like that shift, that change happens internally. It happens, each one has to transform. That's where the change happens. Like the collapsing of that illusion of separateness in each form, in each human. That will have a profound effect on the way this looks externally. Yeah. I don't even necessarily mean on a massive global scale, but just like just on a small level, like in your own family, in your own friendships group, in your own neighborhood, your own community. Profound change can happen just on that level. And that then spreads out. Like it's yeah. I think we're so powerful. We're so powerful to create that change, but it really is I feel the change is in waking up. The change is in each one, seeming one, waking up to the not one. Yeah. Thank you, Adrienne, for your question, for expressing that. Planetary 5D Earth shift. Yeah. Hello, those in chat. Thank you, Adrian. So feel free to send any questions through Skype. Anybody want to say anything? Got the Spice Girls. Got the Spice Girls singing in my head. It's because of Adrian's question. Yeah, I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want. I'll tell you what I want. Adrian's question ended with what was it? It's funny, isn't it? Oh yeah. What do you think? What do you think about that? I read it. What do you think about that? Yeah, you know how I feel. Say you can handle my love. It's for real. I won't go wasting. Oh, that's funny. Excuse me. So what's being looked for is right here. Right here is what is happening. Nothing more, nothing less. Just what is happening. Okay, so thanks for joining the stream. I shall see you again soon. Okay, lots of love. Bye.